Hey y'all, I'm getting frustrated, so it's time to make a video. Haven't made a lot of progress the last few months because it's been super cold outside. What I'm still trying to do is find all of these spot welds, go along the bottom here too, trying to bust those out. I'm using my heat gun and my favorite cheap screwdriver that I ground to be very pointy. Focus, like that. If you don't have a set of super cheap screwdrivers that you can throw away, I recommend it. Some spot welds here and here that I had to remove. I got frustrated with some of the old lighting clips, so I ended up just cutting them. I can put better connectors on them when I get around to that point. Installing it on the Turbo Capri over here. And this hasn't progressed at all. I've still got to figure out how to remove this valence in the most effective way. I don't think I'm going to even attempt to rescue it, so I might just end up cutting it. Maybe get out the Dremel and an oscillating tool to bust all of the seam sealer. They put seam sealer all over these cars. Look at that. And it just makes it an absolute mess, and maybe that's a way to avoid having decent welds. What kills me is that this is just a beauty piece, and I don't think it's structural at all. And they used spot welds, so maybe that was the cheapest way to do it. I've also got to move fenders because this has a big kick mark from the deer hoof. A little bit of deer hair still there. I think it's going to be easier just to replace this fender, even though the paint on it is in slightly better condition than this one. I don't know if that comes up on video. You can just see how much more dull it is because of how much work I've done on the paint. It does have a little spot right there that may not be visible, but it's a much straighter piece. This might be easier to clean up. I know this hood is in better condition, even though it's not as shiny, it's not as bent. What else is there? Oh yeah, and of course lighting. Yeah, we'll see what we can do with that. Very brittle old plastic. Anyway, that's it for now.